and you need to know what that timeline is.
So there's two things I want to bring into that. First of all, not saying yes immediately anyway.
Like, that is a good point. Thinking about it before you respond.
Taking your time to not just think about the project or the ask, and think about where does this lay in the land of everything else.
Yeah.
And then secondly, also like that negotiation of timelines, because there are some things that we ultimately have to work to, like, you know, if you're a teacher, exam period, or
and
in
that's
accounting year end, like you have to meet those. But otherwise, dates can be arbitrary. Like, why the 10th of March? Like, so if you can negotiate the scope of your timelines to allow for you to be able to do the work, or you should consider that. Like, don't
before you even
dates
get there, just having, it's not create dates, because if someone's asking you to do something,
it doesn't need to be a deadline.
They'll give you a deadline, but that's not necessarily you creating the date. That's the date being created for you, and you challenging a date that's been created. I think what is more important is to make sure that before you've said yes, you understand what you've said yes to, and you've got as much information on the scope as is reasonable to ask in the situation.
Yeah.
And you've been clear about what you've got on your plate. So if someone says to me like, oh, do you want to jump on this new deal with me? And then I've got a lot on, I'm going to say, yeah, I can do that. I'm going to be asking, when is it going to be kicking off? Because I'm not going to be able to look at this
what do you need me for?
X, Y, Z. And, you know, is anyone else going to be... Like, just asking those questions, but not asking a way of, well, when do you need it for?
Defensive,
just be like, okay, cool. So can we get some... Do you, like, having a look at the work scope, do you think we need some help with someone else in this project? Is there room for me? Like, just having it as, like, a open conversation rather than, like, kind of like, I don't want to do it defensive.
Understanding the parameters.
Yeah.